Coleyburr here, and welcome to the start of what I hope to be a fun series that I'm calling Explore and Build. And this, where we go out and find spots on all sorts of maps and create buildings that fit that location that we found. And I just think there's something about creating cool houses or dino pens that kind of mold with the environment. Just the challenge of it, I think, is fun, and it fits my play style personally. So rather than making a build tutorial and then trying to find a place, because that's definitely been challenging, I figured we'll find the place and then we'll do the build. You can watch along. I am in creative mode and I will be using vanilla structures with the no clip setting enabled, so I can clip into the terrain. Otherwise, everything can be done on console and everything. Just not on official, I guess. So, if you have a location in mind, just let me know, the GPS coordinates and what map it's on in the comments down below. But today, we're on the Ragnarok map. And here's the location GPS. My map's not filled out, but there it is. We are by the green obelisk, the murder snow, and way off is the start of the desert. And if you end up enjoying this, don't forget to hit the like button. Otherwise, we are going to get started. I wanted to take advantage of this waterfall here. So we're going to do all sorts of crazy things. And I wanted to start on this little spot here. So materials I think we are going to use is wood, stone, a little bit of greenhouse glass, and a little bit of adobe. I got some random materials here. So we're going to start with the wood foundations. And then this, I think, yeah, it's as far as we can go. We can go out one more, but then we get stuck. And if you have the no clip enabled, you can actually create a really cool kind of stair effect. Just keep lowering it. So yeah, I don't have a plan exactly in mind. So you'll see a lot of breaking and changing, but feel free to follow along or just watch and then build later. Actually, I don't really need that there. Make sure we can get up just fine. Excellent. But now the challenge is getting to build down here. So what we're going to have to do, get some ceilings and some pillars that we can place a foundation that'll line up with what we have. That should clear that. this is the shape that we are going to work with. Let's just keep going, see what we can do. And in case anyone's wondering why I'm putting the ceilings on the outside in order to get the other side of the wall, like the inside-out walls, rather than just flipping them, it's because if you just flipped them, it kind of skews the snap points off just a bit. It also misaligns your walls. Like if I did this, and then say I wanted one flipped, so they're not lined up right on top of each other. It kind of sticks out. It doesn't look pretty. I learned this from UTC, or Unite the Clans. So feel free to check him out. He has lots of good tips and everything. And these are wrong. So yeah, just in case you're wondering that. I'm gonna keep going. No, that one. this is more or less what the shape we're going for. Things will change to make it a little bit more visually appealing, but this is how we're doing so far. Let's just keep at it, see what we can do. And this we'll be able to open up later once we have a roof on. But you can't do anything yet until there's support up top. are we doing, everyone? We following along? Able to follow along? Are you confused at what the heck we're building? I understand. What we gotta do now is figure out this one ceiling area. Actually, what we can see is now that the slope ceiling's on, it should stay. Cross our fingers. Only one way to find out. Yes. Okay, now it's supported by the slope, and we're fine. What you could also do is put another room up here if you wanted. Like a little loft. What do we... How far out? Yeah, let's do that. And then right here, we could fix this. And then it'll match actually our stairway there better. You could, potentially. Yeah, if you wanted it to be all one level, we can just go all the way across here. Of course, you'd have to do that and then put this little roof on. But we've already messed it up, so might as well just keep it unleveled here. Actually, is this the mountain part? Yes, it is. So what we could do here, get some wood walls and tuck them down so it creates like a step. Like so. Okay, obviously there are some things you could change to fit your own personal preferences, but I think for our basic structure, it's done. All we've got to do is make it look like a home. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Actually, before I get to doing that, what I started to do is swap this out for Adobe to keep that texture and color going. So we're going to do that, and then of course get rid of this railing that keeps us from just walking onto it without having to go through the house. And then a neat trick that we can do with the Adobe foundations is put walls on them. If you put the wood windows, you get just a little bit of the Adobe showing through, but just enough to give us a cool texture. It also hides the areas that the foundation is sitting above the floor. Okay, I'm just going to start out by saying I'm not the best decorator. So, do with it what you will. I just kind of threw some things together. Yeah, At least it looks homey. Of course, you can decorate it however you want. Whatever function you see fit. But we've got like a little patio. Some food for them, our guests to eat. And go through. And I ended up walling off that little section there. You don't see that. Our welcome doormat. And then we filled in the windows with the glass, greenhouse glass. These are supposed to be like pictures, little family photos. We have our kitchen table. More decorations, grill, beer keg. Got some couches with beer fridges. And this is our TV. High def, 4K. And now for the real tour. Well, everyone, that's gonna be all for this build. Thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of this, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Yeah! And if you have any ideas where else to build, or if you want to see this house built in more depth, like a real tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, until next time, goodbye.